5 different ways of making money online. Hi, I'm Kerry from Dream Creative Bee, where I give you honest reviews and tips about making money online. If you like this video, please click the like button below and hit the subscribe button for more tips. What's the first way of making money online? Well, the first one is actually print on demand. So what is print on demand? Well, what it is actually creating products that can be sold to anyone, but they are not actually created until somebody purchases them. So the first thing we're going to look at is like t-shirts, mugs, cups, pillows, blankets, tote bags, backpacks, caps, anything like that can be considered a print on demand product. So the first place we're going to look at is Teespring. So Teespring, like it says, sells anything with Teespring. So what you do is you sign up and you design different things that you can put on backpacks, socks, hoodies, premium t-shirts, leggings, tote bags, phone cases, canvas prints, anything like that. And don't think that you need to be an artist in order to do these. Some of the most popular things that sell are t-shirts with quotes, things like that. Also, you can start this without any money. You just sign up and it starts selling. But before you actually see any huge sales, you probably need at least 100 products on there that will drive traffic to it. But it's already a built-in audience, hence the reason why I mentioned Teespring. Then there's another one called Redbubble. Now Redbubble, you can do all sorts, like shown in the example here. You can do greeting cards, stationery, notebooks, animals, stickers, clothing, dresses, hoodies. And the beauty is, whatever you design on Teespring, you can also bring over to Redbubble. They don't just stay in the one place. You can take your designs and bring them over to Redbubble. Then the next one is Merch by Amazon. Now, Merch by Amazon is slightly different. Yes, it is sold by Amazon, it's created by Amazon, but you have to get an invitation and have to fill in a form. You didn't used to have to when it first started, but now you do. And it's also limited to only selling in the US, Germany and the UK. Also, their products aren't that variable. They're basically t-shirt, hoodies, tank tops, and now they're moving on to phone cases and pop sockets as well. Then another place where you can actually do print on demand, but a lot more than just print on demand, is Etsy. So Etsy is running your own store, but with Etsy you connect your store up to these print on demand companies that print on demand t-shirts, leggings, cups, mugs, pillows, anything like that. But you can have as many stores as you want. You have to pay for the listing, which is usually 20 cents, and then usually some sort of commissions for payments, things like that. But the audience is already built, and you don't need to just be stuck with the print on demand. If you are a knitter or somebody who creates jewellery or anything like that, you can join Etsy and sell your products on Etsy. And some of the biggest sellers at the moment obviously are mass. But any stores, if you have more than one, you need to declare them all in your About Us page. Then if you're in the UK, there's another one called Folksy. So this is where different craft fairs, you can sell all your handmade stuff, cards, birthday cards, pictures, earrings, anything like that. So if you are into making craft, this is a place for you to go. Again, it's similar to Etsy, except it doesn't have the print on demand like Etsy does. You can also have your own store where you can do print on demand, Shopify, Groovecart, WooCommerce, but they're all a bit more technical. I would suggest if you're going to start, when you start, either start with Teespring, Redbubble, then move into Etsy where you get used to working with the print on demand companies yourself, and then move on to Shopify, places like that. Also, if you're an artist, you can also sell all your art, fonts, graphs, anything like that. You can sell them on Creative Fabrica, where people go and buy all your different art so that they can create printables that they put inside Etsy, which is that, printables. Okay, now what a printable is, it's basically a sheet of paper that you can print off, but it's made specifically like, you can see where it says their alphabet cut and paste. So it's actually made for you to print off and use for when you are teaching your children at home. If you are a teacher, you can create these printables and sell them on Etsy, but you can also sell them in your own place that's called teacherspayteachers.com. Lots of people buy these resources, not just teachers, stay-at-home moms, stay-at-home dads, people that do home education, and especially with the pandemic, people have been wanting to increase what their children have got. But you can join, and first of all, you can download resources, you can buy resources online, and then you can make your own resources which to sell. You don't necessarily have to be a teacher in order to sell. You just have some better membership deals if you are a teacher. Again, if you're a teacher, you can also sell on Tees, which is the UK place for people who are teachers or teaching assistants or work in schools, actually apply for jobs and things like that. But you can also create resources, and you don't have to be from the UK in order to create these resources, and you can sell your resources. As you can see, it says early years, primary, secondary, special needs, and there are different printables, there's different things here. In fact, the boy at the back of the class, so there's different lessons, different resources, so you can create people's lesson plans for them, you can create quizzes, all sorts of things. And that is the first one, print on demand. So we've covered t-shirts, mugs, pillows, you can do printables, you can do jewellery, crafts, and I didn't cover digital planners, which is a huge market in Etsy. So if we type digital planners, and what digital planners are, is they're planners designed to be used with certain apps like GoodNotes, OneNotes, things like that, also Google Calendar, things like that, and they sell pretty well. Also, stickers. Stickers is another area of print on demand that you can do. Now, for the second way of making money online is self-publishing. And the first place we're going to look at is Kindle Direct Publishing, or KDP as it is known. Now, what KDP does is it allows you to self-publish ebooks and paperback books. Now with ebooks you can do fiction and non-fiction and children's books and go into all sorts of genres, and you can even do short reads and even how-to books that are only a few pages long. You can also do audiobooks, and we'll have a look at that just now. But what I'm also going to tell you is you don't need to have to write in order to do Kindle Direct Publishing. You can be the publisher. You can outsource all the writing. You can outsource it to Upworks and Google and Guru, things like that. And you can outsource the writing of these books. But if you don't want to outsource them because you haven't got the money to outsource, what you can do if you don't want to write is do no and low content books. And what no and low content books are? First of all, no content is just notebooks or doc-writ journals, things like that. Low content are colouring books, planners, diaries, colouring books, log books, anything like that. And you can create them and sell them on Kindle Direct Publishing. You don't have to buy an ISBN number because Kindle will give you one. So that is another no money method of making money online. The only issue with it is the commissions can be a bit low. You're probably making anything from $1 to $5 depending on what sort of book you have created. Also, you don't get your money immediately. It takes 2 months to get your money. So anything that you sell in July, you won't be seeing until the end of September, 29th of September, and sometimes a bit later from the UK one. But it is a good way of getting started. And once you've made your first sale, every month you do actually get paid, but it's just 60 days out. So let's have a look at Amazon. And this is just a plain search for planners. There's 795, and I've typed independently published books. And what I mean by independently published is actually published by KDP. So here are all the different types of planners and diaries that you can do. And these are all selling because they've all got a BSR. Not necessarily very good, but they are actually selling. The next place to go with regards to self-publishing is actually creating an audiobook of what you have done for your ebook or paperback book, as long as it's not a logbook or a colouring book or something like that. You can create these, or if you are a good narrator, somebody with a good voiceover, you can actually do the voiceovers for people's books, where they either pay you or you share in the royalties. So that is another way. Also, if you are doing self-publishing, you don't need to just stick with KDP. You can go to these arbitrage groups like Draft to Digital, who will publish your book and will publish it wide into different places like Google Books and other places. There's also now iBooks for authors. So what that means is, in one time you used to only be able to create books for Apple if you had a Mac, but now you don't need a Mac. You can actually create it on a Windows machine as well. There's also Lulu, but with Lulu you need to purchase ISBN numbers. So that is the second way of making money online, is self-publishing. And like I said, it's not just, you don't need to even be a writer. But if you are a writer, you can outsource your skills to write for other people, not just for yourself. Also, you can be a voiceover artist for the self-publishing audience. Now, the third way of making money online is to create courses. And there's lots of teaching platforms, but two of them I'm going to talk about because these two already have built-in audiences. And the first one is Udemy. Now, Udemy, they teach all sorts. You can, if you are good at animation, you can have an animation course. If you're somebody that's good at using PowerPoint and creating PowerPoint presentations, or you're good at knitting or whatever, there is so many courses that can be created. If you use a particular software and are really good at it, you can do that. So these are the categories: all developments, web development, data science, mobile apps, programming languages, any of those, e-commerce. If you've set your own e-commerce store up using WooCommerce or WordPress or Shopify or Dropship or any of those, you can teach people how you've gone about it, setting your store up, doing it. Business. Again, if you're good at accountancy, bookkeeping, economics, so you don't just need to be on the online sort of things. You can do all sorts: investing and trading, taxes, IT software, IT certification, networking, hardware, office production. So how do you use Microsoft? All of the Microsoft there. Google, how to use Google Slides, Sheets, apps, Excel, G Suite, how to use Python, school as well, Google Classroom, how to set that up, personal development, happiness, life coaching, CBT, self-esteem, how to improve that, using EFT methods, things like that. Design, web design, game design, design to anything that you can think of, health and fitness, self-defense, anything that can be made into a course. Yoga, all yoga, yoga for kids, chair yoga, teacher training, kundalini, meditation, face yoga, music, how to play instruments, piano, production, how to put a music together, vocal, voiceover, training, things like that. So that is Udemy, where you can actually create a course, earn money, and once you've created it, obviously, it is passive. All these ones I am talking about, once you've done the work once, it becomes passive income because it can keep selling and selling and selling. Skillshare, another one where you can actually teach on Skillshare and you earn money as well. So you build the course, an online course, and there's already a built-in audience at Skillshare. The next one is freelancing. Now this is not passive, but it is a way of making money online. So you can go and do different things. Now Fiverr's one of them where you can sell gigs, different gigs, and it's not just $5 anymore. It used to be. Some of these gigs now can be worth $500 or more, which is like the Fiverr Pro. If you're a designer, a developer, a writer, a video editor, a social media marketer, a voiceover, a musician, you can come here and sell your skills. You are swapping your skills for your time, but you can also be the middle person. You can offer these services to other people, and then you come to Fiverr and purchase the gigs. That's another way of making the money. Another place is people per hour. These have got different freelancer jobs. What you can do, logo animation, creating logo. These are what people are looking for. They're looking for people to be content article writers, build a website for them, do market research for them, work on WordPress that they need correcting and fixing, make a small wooden stand, anything like that. So it's not just online work. If you're into woodwork or anything like that, you can make these sort of things for different people. Then other freelance sites to go to is Upwork and Freelancer and Guru.com. All of these are where you can sell your skills. You are again swapping your time for money. So that is not passive, but it is a way of making money online. Now the final one is affiliate marketing. So what is affiliate marketing? Well, Neil Patel says it quite well. What it is where people are actually recommending a service or a product, and then people purchase that product. They're not paying any extra for it, but because they are buying it from your link, you are getting a bit of money because you have recommended it. You're basically marketing it. So it's all about, what he says is, ever since the 4-Hour Work Week book was released, everybody dreams about making money online. Well, not making money online, but making money constantly while they're asleep. So it's passive. They don't have to actually be working to keep earning that money. And that is what affiliate marketing is as well. It's another way of passive income. You still have to create the work first, but that work can keep bringing you in the money. So 5 ways. So the first one is print on demand. Is probably the easiest one to get into, because all you need to do is create t-shirt designs. Let's have a look at Etsy. If we go onto Etsy and put t-shirts, so let's put yoga t-shirts, and you will just see that most of them don't even have graphics. There you go. They are mainly words. Inhale, exhale, repeat. Namaste needs a margarita. Namaste needs a margarita. Namaste, yoga heals the soul. Eat, sleep, yoga. Sloth mode. Can you see there's not really that much with regards to the graphics? And if you're not a good graphics person, if you remember I told you about Creative Fabrica, if you are a graphics person, but if you're not a graphics person, you can purchase your graphics here, because if you see this sign here, it says POD. So let's go to POD when it comes on. Print on demand assets. So you can use these on any of your print on demand. You can also use them when you are self-publishing your low and no content books. So my advice, if you're going to do any of these to make money, is to choose one and start with that first, and make sure that that starts bringing in you money passively. You need to have at least 100 t-shirts or whatever before you'll probably see a decent income coming in. Don't expect to design your first t-shirt and see it there and think, oh, that's it, thousands are going to roll in. No, it may do. It may be that 1% t-shirt that suddenly takes off and everybody is wearing it. Just like masks at the moment. Masks are doing really well because of the pandemic. But will that last? Who knows? We don't know how long we're expected to wear masks when we go out shopping and things like that. But if you constantly keep producing different things and you get a big catalogue behind you, you will make money passively. So that is my suggestion. Also, once you've started making money and you want to move on, you might be able to outsource, or it's just something that you can keep coming back to, say once every week or a few hours every day, things like that. Make a plan. Another thing, don't give up your day job until all your income is really coming in. Use this as a runway way of actually starting to make income as a side hustle or as a side job, so that you've got extra money coming in as projects, because it's also not guaranteed. You are again playing on other people's platforms, so you need to make sure you follow their rules and terms of use. So step 1, look at print on demand. Step 2, if you're interested in self-publishing, look at that. Number 3, you could do courses on anything, courses on woodwork, how to build a shed, anything that you are good at and you can film, create a course with it, do it. Number 4, freelancing. If you are really good at certain skills and you want to swap your time for money, that's a good way of doing it, and it's some way that you can work from home if you need to work from home for any reason. And then the 5th one is affiliate marketing. Recommend products that you use, start by that. So my name is Kerry from Dream Creative Bee, where I give you honest reviews and tips about making money. If you like this video, click the subscribe button and the thumbs up. Thank you.